Week 1 is here, boys, and I am so excited for this NFL season to start because it has been a very long time. It feels like since January 22nd was the last time I seen my Green Bay Packers play. We ended up losing against the 49ers. You guys know the deal already. But like I said, it's been a long time, and I am so excited for the NFL season to start. And of course, today's video is going to be about Week 1 predictions. We got the Bills and Rams to start off this week on Thursday, which as of right now I'm recording on Monday. But it will be posted Wednesday because obviously you're watching on Wednesday. But if you are brand new, hit that subscribe button because as of right now we're 4 away from hitting 200. At this, maybe at the time you're seeing it, I might be at 200 subscribers. So I do appreciate the support. I really do. Like the video, comment down below how you feel about the NFL season finally starting back up, how you feel about your team, all that little fun stuff. But yeah, dude, let's get into it. So the very first game of the year, Thursday night, is the Bills versus the Rams in LA. This is a great game to start off the year. The Bills are 2.5-point favorites, and oh, by the way, these numbers, the point spread is off of ESPN, by the way, and of course they can change. So as of right now, it's 2.5. Bills are favorites. I do think the Rams will end up pulling off this game because A, it's in LA. They're going to be so hyped off of their Super Bowl win. I don't think they're going to have a Super Bowl hangover, and their defense got even better with Bobby Wagner. But I know the Bills are very good, and they will be a very good team. But I don't think they're going to match up with the Rams. This is actually my Super Bowl prediction, the Bills and the Rams, so that's just how good of a game this is. But we do got Tre'Davious White being injured too, so he's not going to be on that Bills defense, which they're still a solid defense, but I don't think they're going to match up with the Rams. But of course, it's week 1. These, everyone's fresh, but I do got the Rams barely sneaking by. The next game is the Saints and the Falcons. I do think the Saints were going to completely blow out this game. I think the Falcons are just very overmatched. Michael Thomas will be playing for the Saints, by the way. The only advantage they got for the Falcons on their side is just it's at their home field. That's really about it. Marcus Mariota is their quarterback now, and which he's not a bad quarterback, but that O-line for the Falcons is not good. Yeah, I think their defense got worse. They did get Casey Hayward in the offseason, but I still think their defense is not that good. But they do got Kyle Pitts on that side. They got Cordell Patterson, so it might be a high-scoring game, but I think the Saints just win by 10+ points. The next game we're going to talk about is the 49ers against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. The 49ers are the favorites, 7 points. I think the 49ers easily got this game as well. Trey Lance will be making the start, of course, over Jimmy Garoppolo. And we're going to see how he really does. I mean, he could start off really shaky. He could not. But I think the Bears, they got no chance this year. They're going to probably win like 3 to 4 games. Their team is complete rebuild mode. Justin Fields, he's basically by himself in that backfield. I know the Bears got Brian Pringle and David Montgomery, which are not bad players, but that's really about it. And their defense is not that good either. The 49ers defense is already stacked. Of course, they're on the offensive side. They got George Kittle and Deebo Samuel, so you already know how the 49ers team is. But I think the 49ers easily got this game. The Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. The Bengals are favored by 6.5 points. I do think the Bengals end up winning this game just because it's in Cincinnati. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, they still got either Kenny Pickett or Mitchell Trubisky. They don't know who the starter is officially yet. Like I said, at the time of this recording, so it's Monday. But I assume Mitchell Trubisky is probably going to start. But, I mean, their defense, what's his name? Oh, come on, the Steelers, J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. He did get injured in the preseason game, and I don't know if he's going to be even playing against the Bengals. But their defense, Steelers defense is really good, but not as good as the Bengals offense, and I think the Bengals are just going to overpower them. So that's just my prediction. Bengals win. The Philadelphia Eagles against the Detroit Lions. The Eagles are favored by 4 points. I do think this will be a really good game. The Lions are on their high horse. They had a really good offseason. They did really good in the Hard Knocks. And, at least they seem like they got a lot of confidence. But the Eagles team is just overall better. They're definitely flying high this year. Getting A.J. Brown and Hassan Reddick. I mean, this team is going to be really good this year. At least in my prediction. I do think this will be a close game. I do think Jalen Hurts will just pull it off against the Detroit Lions defense because the Lions defense is still not that good. So yeah, I do think the Eagles win this game. The New England Patriots against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Talking about a hot game because as of right now in Florida, it is hot as you know what. So I do feel bad for the players in this game because probably be like 100 degrees on the field. The Dolphins are favored by 5 points, and I do think they win as well. It definitely seems like I'm picking the favorites, so don't be too hurt, I guess. Anyways, but the Dolphins do win this game. Tyreek Hill is going to completely demolish his defense now since J.C. Jackson's not on the Patriots. Bill Belichick, he don't have that special juice anymore, at least in my opinion. I do think the Dolphins will end up running all over the Patriots offense or their defense. And Patriots offense, Mac Jones struggled this year. They don't know how they're even going to be this year. Yeah, Dolphins easily win. The Baltimore Ravens will be going into New York to play the Jets, and the Ravens are favored by 7 points. Ravens definitely win this game. Don't get me wrong. Zach Wilson might not even play this game. As of right now, he might not even be playing. So who the hell is their backup quarterback? Is it Joe Flacco? I think it is Joe Flacco, which he's definitely washed up. Ravens definitely got this game. Lamar Jackson. Now, the Jets do have a bright future. They got a couple really good rookies on there, but they're going to be rookies in their debuts, and they're going to probably completely struggle, at least in my opinion. Ravens easily win. The Jaguars versus the Commanders, probably one of the most boring games out there this week. The Commanders are favored by 3 points, and I think the Jaguars actually end up winning. I don't see why the Commanders are favored. They got Carson Wentz as their quarterback, in which apparently he's not done good at all. And the Jaguars, they improved so much in the offseason. Of course, adding Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram. Trevor Lawrence is going to his second year. But the Commanders' defense is solid, even though they don't have Chase Young. The Commanders' defense is still pretty good. But I do think the Jaguars just barely sneak by. So, yeah, the Jaguars end up upsetting the Commanders. Now you got the Browns versus the Panthers, in which Baker Mayfield's revenge game. I think this actually be a really good game, but unfortunately it is in Carolina. I was really, really hoping this game would be in Cleveland. But the Panthers are 2.5-point favorites. Of course, the Browns don't have Deshaun Watson starting, thank God. I'm pretty sure it is Jacoby Brissett. But I do think this game will be close for sure. But I do got the Panthers end up winning this game. I think Baker Mayfield, like I said, his revenge game, he's going to completely ball out. And hopefully Christian McCaffrey actually stays healthy this game and he don't get hurt in like the first quarter or whatever. But this Panthers offense is still pretty good. Defense is a little shaky, but this game will definitely be high scoring. I do got the Panthers barely sneaking by though. The next game we're going to be talking about is the Colts versus the Texans. The Colts are 8-point favorites, and yeah, they're 8-point favorites for a reason. The Texans got no chance. Even though it's in Houston, Colts are going to completely run over the ball. Well, not run over this team. That's what I meant to say. Jonathan Taylor, he's probably going to have like 150 rushing yards. Of course, Matt Ryan making his Colts debut. I just think the Texans have no chance. Of course, anything can happen, but yeah, Colts win. The New York Giants will be going up to Tennessee to face the Titans, and the Titans are 5.5-point favorites. I do think the Titans will pull this off. Derrick Henry will completely have another ball-out game. The Giants and Daniel Jones, he's definitely been a little shaky this offseason and this preseason. Saquon Barkley might have a good game against the Titans defense, but that's really about it. That's the only good player for the Giants. So, yeah, Titans win this game. The Packers and Vikings game, I will not be discussing. I'll have a future video about that, so stay tuned for that one. The 4:30 game, we got the Chiefs versus the Cardinals. I think this would be a really good game, but I do see the Chiefs end up winning this game. They're 4.5-point favorites in Atlanta. Not Atlanta. I don't know why I said Atlanta. In Arizona. But they're 4.5-point favorites. I think it's going to be a lot more than that. Cardinals, of course, Kyler Murray in his situation. The Cardinals did get worse during the offseason. They lost a couple of really good pieces, like Christian Kirk and their running back Chase Edmonds. And then D-Hop, he's suspended for, I think, like 8 games or something like that. So this Cardinals team is not that solid right now. So I think this game is going to be a complete blowout. Chiefs win. A very, very, very good game right here. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point favorites, but I do think the Raiders end up winning this game. I think, this Devontae Adams and Derek Carr reunion is going to be completely insane. They're going to completely ball out. I do think this is going to be a high-scoring game for sure. Probably like a 35-31 type of game. Of course, Justin Herbert going against that LA defense or the Las Vegas defense. I think they're going to do really good. I think both teams are going to do really good offensively. It's just, I think the Raiders are going to sneak by. That's it. Then you got the Sunday night game, the Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Bucs are a 1.5 favorites. I think Bucs actually easily win this game. I think the Cowboys, their Cowboys defense really has no chance against this Bucs offense. Of course, Tom Brady didn't even really play this offseason. He was out for like 2 weeks for personal reasons, but he don't need that, bro. He's Tom Brady. But this Bucs offense is very, very solid, man. Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. This offense is insane. I do think it will be a high-scoring game. I think the Cowboys will do really good offensively. Just the Bucs end up scoring more points. Of course, duh. And the last but not least, the Broncos versus the Seattle Seahawks, the Russell Wilson reunion. I'm definitely going to be watching this game, and the Broncos are 6-point favorites. And I can't believe the point spread is that low because I don't see the Seahawks being that good. Broncos definitely easily win this game. Russell Wilson is going to be completely balling out against his former team. I think it's probably going to be like a 20-point blowout. Of course, am I crazy? Of course I am crazy, but Broncos definitely win this game easily. That wraps up this video. If you do like it, hit that like button. Comment down below how you feel about the prediction because you're not going to agree with everything I say. So, yeah, dude. Hit that subscribe button, and I'm out of here. Deuces.